great morning to each and every one of you. This morning, it is December the 4th, 2023, and we have 21 days until Christmas. What are you going to do differently this year? I don't know. I hope it's giving back in some sort of way or being kind to someone else. What are you going to do differently this December the 25th? And I just want to say that this Christmas will be a little hard for my husband this year. He actually lost his mother last year on Christmas. So this is the first Christmas that we are not being with his mom. So prayers for him. Anyway, how's everyone doing today? For those of you all who are tuning in, if this is the first time you tuning in, I want to formally welcome you to the Kimmies Monday morning show. Monday edition. Y'all, that brain is moving faster than my mouth. Welcome to the Kimmies morning show. For those of you all who have watched the Kimmies morning show before and you are one of my loyal subscribers, one of those paid subscribers, I want to say thank you for tuning in to the Kimmies morning show. And actually, thank you for always supporting this channel. I appreciate you. For those of you all who are tuning in on the replay, thank you for watching this at your leisure. For those of you all who are tuning in from Facebook, welcome. I want to thank you guys. You guys are my special group of people over there on Facebook. You know why? Because the views are viewing over there. And I want to say thank you. You guys really love the Kimmies morning show. And I appreciate you. Make sure you share this broadcast. Make sure you are liking the video on your way in. Thank you so much. All right. Who do we have on the Kimmies morning show this morning? Where y'all tuning in from? Drop it down in the comment area. Y'all, I am tuning in from or broadcasting from Mississippi. You guys, it rained so much on yesterday. And no, not yesterday. It was Saturday. And you know what? We needed the rain. We needed the rain because we have been experiencing a drought. Hold on, y'all. Let me fix this. All right, there we go. Now that's better. We have been experiencing a drought, and I don't know if you all have been experiencing the same thing, but we have been on several burn bans here in Mississippi. Right now, the temperature is 45 degrees, mostly clear conditions all day. Wind gusts are up to 19 miles per hour here in northern Mississippi. Now, I don't do the weather here, but I decided to let y'all know. That sound pretty good, didn't it? Yeah. All right, now. We will proceed on with the show. I just want to let you all know, if you want to support the channel, there are several ways you can support the channel. Even if you're watching this on the replay, I'm going to talk to you guys first. If you're watching this on the replay, you can send Kimmies World a super thanks. You'll see it at the top, right up under the notification bell. You will see super thanks. And that's letting me know that you appreciate the content that I'm producing. And also you're helping me to invest back into the Kimmies morning show. You guys, it's not free over here to run this show, and I need the support of each and every one of you all. For those of you all who don't want to send a super thanks, you can look at the bottom of your screen and you can send a super chat, or you can cash at me. All proceeds go right back into the Kimmies morning show and into this channel. If you're wondering how to super chat, you're watching this on the live video, look in your comment area and slide over to the right. You will see a dollar bill with a dollar sign in the middle. You click on that and you can send a super chat or a super sticker. All proceeds go back to the Kimmy's Morning Show and to Kimmies World, and all proceeds are placed back into a fund where I can buy different equipment. Y'all already know I'm still waiting on a camera, and I gotta buy a camera. So I told everyone what I want for Christmas. You can just donate to the Kimmy's Camera Fund. Y'all, I still don't have a camera. I'm broadcasting on my laptop, child. Yeah. Hey, you gotta crawl before you walk. So I said, donate to the Kimmy's Camera Fund. And then from that, next month or either February, I will put the rest with it and purchase the camera. So if you want to donate to Kimmy's Camera Fund, what you can do is you can Cash App $KIMMIESWORLD. All proceeds going back into the camera fund, child. We are trying to get this show as professional as possible, because you know what? One thing I want y'all to know here on Kimmies World, and I say this all the time, we learn something new every single day. It was a gentleman I met, and he told me another older gentleman told him that if you don't learn something new every single day, you'll be dumb the rest of your life. And child, we don't have no dumb folks over here in Kimmy's World. No, they don't exist here. We are always learning something new. So in order for me to continue to produce that sort of content, I need your support. All right, we are going to proceed on with the show. This train is still moving, y'all. So what we're going to do is, it is time to sing a song. Are y'all ready? Y'all ready to sing a happy birthday song? All right. For those of you all who are, if you have a birthday on today, December the 4th, I want to formally wish you a happy birthday from the Kimmy's Morning Show. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear everybody. Happy birthday. All right. Happy birthday to each and every one of you all. We're going to go down the list and we're going to talk about whose birthday is today. Robert Downing Jr., happy birthday. Edith Cavell, she's already passed away. I think she passed away in the 1800s. Cassandra Wilson, happy birthday. Fred Armisen, child, these names again. Happy birthday. Jeff Bridges, happy birthday. Jen, happy birthday. Tyra Banks, happy birthday. Nick Vujicic, happy birthday. Gemma Jones, happy birthday. Kevin Sussman, happy birthday. Marissa Tomei, happy birthday. And Jay-Z, happy birthday to you. All right, let's see what is so special about December the 4th. All right, so if you didn't know, on December the 4th, today is National Sock Day. Y'all better get y'all some socks. All right, International Cheetah Day. Today is Cabernet Franc Day. I have no idea what that is. National Dice Day. Wow. And it is World Wildlife Conservation Day. Wow, didn't know that, you guys. All right. In Black history, on today, December the 4th, 1833, it is the American Anti-Slavery, child, I got tongue twisted. The American Anti-Slavery Society is started on today. December the 4th, 1807, the death of Prince Hall. He was an activist and a a Masonic leader. On December the 4th, 1915, the Ku Klux Klan received charter from Fulton County. Oh, child, we got to read about this. I want to know about this. Ku Klux Klan received charter from Fulton County, Georgia, Superior Court. The modern Klan spread to Alabama and other southern states and reached its height of its influence in the 20s. By 1924, the organization was strong in Oklahoma, Indiana, California, Oregon, Indiana, and Ohio. Now, at the height of its influence, the organization had an estimated of 4 million members. Y'all hear that? I need to read that again. At the height of its influence, we talking about the Ku Klux Klan, y'all. The organization had an estimated of 4 million members. Whoa. And I want y'all to know, they still exist. They're still out there. They don't wear hoodies anymore. They look like you and me. All right. On December the 4th, 1969, Pulitzer Prize awarded to Monitor Sleet Jr. of Ebony magazine. He was the first black male cited by the Pulitzer. All right, let's see if we got one more. Okay. On December the 4th, 1915, the NAACP led a protest demonstrations against showing of the movie Birth of a Nation. Wow. I tell you, doing this Black history every single day, I learned so much. I learned so much that I've never known, people I've never heard of, and child, I'm Black. And most of this I've never heard of. And I took Black history in high school, and then I also took African American history in college. And y'all, I still didn't know none of this. I even took history of the South. Still didn't know any of this. So make sure that you have your children to tune in to these Black history facts, because they don't talk about our Black history in these school systems. Our kids don't know. They know, that's a whole nother story, but they don't know the truth about American history either, because our Black people are engraved so deep in the history of the United States. We have invented so many things. If you've been listening to the Kimmies Morning Show, you know that we as Black people have really contributed a lot to Black history. And also, I was talking with my dad last night, and he was telling me some topics that I needed to talk about. And he made a statement last night that I didn't know. He said in Mississippi, at one point, there was over 30% of Black people who own land in Mississippi. And he said now it's down to like 3%. Now, what has happened with the land? We as Black people have sold it. We hadn't been paying our taxes, and people have been getting this land. Listen, we need to go back to that. We need to go back to purchasing land. We need to go back to really, what am I trying to say? We need to go back to investing in our own community, because if we don't have land, like, land is king. It is. It really is. Why do you think our other counterparts have been racking up the land from us? Just think about it. That's going to be a whole nother show. We're going to talk about it. I got to do some more research on this topic, but I definitely want to talk about this particular issue. All right, we're going to move on into our morning's inspiration.
Morning's inspiration, Psalm 50:15. And call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me. King James Version.
All right, that was thanks to Davida for always giving me the scripture for our morning inspiration. You are not unnoticed. Your work does not go unnoticed. I appreciate it. Well, anyway, you guys, so do y'all see this jacket I'm wearing? Y'all see this? Alabama Crimson Tide. For those of you who watch the SEC championship, did y'all see that game against Georgia? Georgia and Alabama. Child, Alabama beat the brakes off of Georgia. But anyway, we are going to the championship. We are going to the championship. Y'all, at one point, I kind of gave up Alabama. I kind of got upset at Nick Saban, but shoot, them boys so doggone bad. They play so good. I was like, nah, I can't do my team like that. That's my birthday. I can't do that. So anyway, Alabama will be playing the Michigan Wolverines. They are champions of the Big Ten Conference and the number 4 Alabama Crimson Tide, champions of the Southeastern Conference, will face each other in the college football playoff semifinal at the Rose Bowl game. What is wrong with me this morning? Presented by Prudential at 1 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. Eastern time on Monday, January the 24th at the Rose Bowl. All right, who's going to be tuning in? I'm definitely going to be tuning in on that New Year's Day. If the Lord allows me to be here, I'm definitely going to tune in. And y'all know I'm going to be cheering for my boys now. Alabama Crimson Tide, Roll Tide. Do we have any Alabama fans in here? Drop it down in the comment area. You watching this on a replay or you watching this live, drop it down in the comment area. Are you an Alabama fan or were you a Georgia Bulldog fan? Now, I know there's one Georgia Bulldog fan. That's my sister, child. She live in Georgia. She a Georgia Bulldog, but my other sister, she an Alabama fan. So anyway, we got to divide the house. And everybody else are Alabama fans. So sis, you better get with the program and come on over to the winning side. Alabama got a lot of championships under their belt, don't they? They sure do. I don't know. Do we have any football fans that watch the Kimmies morning show? I don't know. Do we have any? You know, I was on Colorado side. You know, I was trying to roll with Deion Sanders for a little bit. But, you know, them boys, they're going to need a little bit of work. And it ain't no word on the curb. Their defensive coordinator, Nick Williams, has resigned. He is no longer working for Colorado. But guess who they got, y'all? Guess who the defensive coordinator is for Colorado? Marvin Sapp. Y'all know Marvin Sapp. So anyway, we shall see what 2024 brings for prime time, child, and the Colorado Buffaloes. I don't know. I'm a Buff fan too now. Now, I can't wait to see. Now, this will be something to see. You got Deion Sanders and Nick Saban at the championship. Wouldn't that be something? That will be something, honey. So, I don't know I love Alabama, but I have to root for Deion Sanders. I'm sorry because, you know, I'm with my people. And Deion, I know a lot of people don't like Deion Sanders, but I do. Deion Sanders has helped a lot of African Americans. And I know y'all got the little bad taste in your mouth when he was at Jackson State. But Deion has to do what's best for him. And it's just like, you know, you on your job, you get a promotion to get a better position. You gonna take it. Because you got to provide for your family. Yes, money's not everything, but money gives us access. I learned that through my daughter. She told me that. She said, "Mommy, money gives you access." She said, being on the job that she works at, and I'm trying to be discreet, y'all. Being on the job that she works at and being around influential people, even in the community where she lives, she's seen a whole nother side of the world. And it's amazing what having money can give you. It's amazing. So I'm gonna leave it at that. But I don't fault Deion Sanders, not one bit. You know, I'm all for Deion Sanders, and I cannot wait to see what the Colorado Buffaloes bring next year. All right, we're gonna proceed on with the show this morning. Y'all, let me tell you something. I don't really have too much to discuss. I do want to say thank you for everyone who tuned in on yesterday. That was an impromptu live that I did, but it was a great live. I had a lot of fun. For those of you all tuning in, I believe it was a lot of people who tuned in, and then there were also a lot of new people. So that has told me, I think on the weekends, I'm going to do an evening show because I am opening up a door where most people, because everybody isn't a morning person. And there are a lot of people that tune in this weekend that I've never seen in the chat. And I was so happy to have them in my chat. I wish I could remember some of the people's name, but you know who you are. I actually called your name out in the show, and I want to thank you for tuning in. And I'm going to go live again during that time period on the weekends. I enjoyed the show. I enjoyed talking about, because it brought back a lot of my childhood memories. And I talked to my sister on last night, and she was like, I used to hang with Johnny and them a lot. I used to go to the house a lot. And she was telling me all this, and I was like, I didn't even know. I guess I was too young. My sister's older than I am. And she said, because my sister did hair. She had her own shop in Dayton, Ohio, but she started out with it when she first got her cosmetology license. She started out with this lady named Paula Hubbard. Shout out to her. She was a great beautician. But she started out with her, and she was telling me that she remembered when Roger Troutman and Shirley Murdoch used to come into the shop to get their hair done. I'm like, really? You met them? She was like, yeah. I said, well, I remember seeing Roger Troutman. Some of y'all like, who is that? From Zap. Y'all know, I want to be your man. I want to be a man. It's early, y'all. My voice ain't ready, okay? But that's the song. Y'all know Zap and Rob. More bounce to the ounce. And Computer Love. I can't do it, but y'all know Computer Love. That's Roger Troutman. That's Zap. Well, anyway, they're from Dayton, Ohio. And so I was telling her, I was like, I remember when I used to work at McDonald's on Free Pike. Hey, yeah, for all my Ohio people, my first job was at McDonald's on Free Pike and what was that road? Hold on. We gonna Google this real quick. Child, I used to love working at McDonald's, child. I really did. McDonald's it was on Free Pike. There it is. It was on 3918 Free Pike, Dayton, Ohio. But hold on, what was it? It was Free Pike, and there was another street adjoining that. Free Pike. Okay, I got it now. Free Pike and Salem Avenue. Yes, Lord. So that was my first job, and I could remember I was working one night, and it had to be a weekend because it could have been during the week because I did work at night when I became a little older. But I remember Roger Troutman coming into McDonald's, and he had this long coat on with some fur, and I was like, "Who is this man?" Because I didn't know what he looked like. I remember hearing a song, but I didn't know what Roger Troutman looked like. Okay, so they was like, "That's Roger Troutman," and I'm like, "Oh, for real? Oh, he ain't nobody." That's what I was thinking. He ain't nobody. What do you want from McDonald's? Anyway, but I can remember going to school with like all his relatives and like Shirley Murdoch's relatives and stuff like that. They were just normal people. And then my sister was talking about Johnny. And then, let me tell y'all something else. This is some information I did not know. So I talked to my dad last night, and he was telling me that I need to continue to talk about Johnny Wilder because a lot of people have forgotten about him because he's passed on. But he did a lot for people. He did. And so my dad, he was like, do you remember that he controlled everything from that computer? And I was like, really? He said, yeah, he had an Apple computer. And I was like, Daddy, Apple wasn't around doing it. He said, Kim, he had an Apple computer. He had a deal with Apple, and they designed like everything, even his soundboard system, his wheelchair, everything. He controlled everything. It was like this little straw, and he could control everything from this little straw. He could move his chair, like everything. I remember that daggone chair. Y'all, that chair was the best chair I've ever seen in my life. But I didn't know he had a deal with Apple, y'all. And this had to be before, because this was in the 80s. Hold on. Let's look this up. Because Apple wasn't Apple like it is today. Let's see. Apple started when? When did Apple start, y'all? I would love to know. Well, dadgummit. Tell me. It says Apple started April the 1st, 1976. Didn't ya? But anyway, he had to deal with Apple, baby. And you talking about some technology. Like, he will be in the studio. Because now that I remember, he did have an engineer in the studio. But Johnny was doing a lot of that stuff himself. And he had a whole computer system to operate all of this stuff. Remember, he was paralyzed from the neck down. But my sister, she was telling me that she had saw his wife after he had passed. They were at like a gospel singing or something like that. And she had talked to his wife. And I was like, wow, I hadn't seen them since I was a teenager. Like, since we moved away from Dayton, Ohio, I hadn't seen them. But anyway, shout out to those of you all who Johnny impacted, because he impacted a lot of people. And it would be really so nice if the people that Johnny impacted, because I know a lot of people on Facebook follow me and they're probably watching this video, and Johnny has impacted you. I think it would be a really, really good thing that you all do a little shout out video to Johnny, and that would mean so much to his daughter. He only had one daughter. Her name was Shalonda, I believe. And that's the name of his record company, Shalonda Records. I believe that was the name of it. And then his wife, Rosalind, she was such a sweet lady, such a sweet lady. But anyway, so my dad was like, I need to talk more about him and what he has done to help other people. One thing that I remember the most is, and this almost made me cry, even when I was a child. One thing I remember the most, there was a song that he sung, and it was, I played it yesterday on the video. It was Thank You, Jesus. And the words were, thank you, Jesus, for coming into my life. Pretty much he's thanking Jesus for everything that he has experienced. He's even thanking Jesus for the accident that he had. You guys, when I tell you, he was the most humble and loving man and grateful and happy that you would ever want to meet. When you looked at him, when you talked to him, it's like he had, like you could see Jesus all within him. It's just like he had this glow around him all the time, no matter how much he hurt, no matter, because you got to think, that's really hard to deal with. Coming from performing the way he did, and many of you all know who Johnny Wilder is, and if you don't, make sure you go check it out. Google who is Johnny, and look at some of the old Heat Wave videos. And you can see all the acrobats that they're doing in the videos. Johnny, he did splits, he did flips. I mean, it was just like a whole circus. On top of his angelic, melodic voice, even back then. But you could see Jesus within him. He was very nice to people, and he always had the biggest smile you would ever want to meet. And you know, none of us know the next person's fate as far as we don't know where each other is going. All you can say is you can look at the life someone lived and you can assume where they went, whether it was heaven or the other place. You can assume, but you really don't know. But he was one of those people, and I'm not just saying this, like I'm being real. He was one of those people that I was like, I know that he went to heaven because of the life that he lived after the accident. Like, everything was for God. Everything, even from his music, he touched so many people. If you go and you listen to that music is timeless. Even in 2023, when you listen to that music, it is absolutely timeless. It's like he recorded it last month, you know, with the way his vocals was, absolutely amazing. So I hope you all enjoyed this part of the show or enjoyed the show in general. We are going to wrap up the show today. I appreciate each and every one of you all for tuning in. As you probably can tell, this show is pre-recorded. It is 5:32 a.m. Child, I done woke up at 4. I got to take my husband to the dentist this morning. He got to get a tooth pulled. So, and his appointment's at 8:30, so I wouldn't be able to do the show. But, you know, I'm dedicated to you guys. And just because I cannot come in live, I will get up early out of my bed to pre-record a show because you guys mean that much to me. And I know it's several of you all. I know Danielle probably knew this show pre-recorded. And Davita probably knew this show pre-recorded. She hadn't talked to nobody in the comment area. Nope, it's pre-recorded, y'all. So if you didn't know, surprise. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the show just the same. We will be back live tomorrow morning. I may end up going live this evening because you know what? I like going live with the evening people. It's great, y'all. I love to meet new people. But anyway, thanks for tuning in to the Kimmies Morning Show. We will be back live tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure you have your notification bell on so you know when we go live here. If you're not getting a notification and you've turned it on, you probably need to unsubscribe and subscribe again and turn that notification bell back on because sometimes YouTube be a little tricky, y'all. It really do. So if you want to know when we go live, because I'm in the season of, I don't know when, I got the 8 a.m. show down pat, but I never know when I'll go live during the day. You never know. So if you want to be notified of all the live and content from this channel, make sure you turn your notification bells on. And you see the bottom of the screen, make sure you either send me a super chat, send me a Cashapp, a super sticker, like the video. Don't forget that now. That's free. share the video, and continue to engage. All of those things helps Kimmies World proceed on YouTube. You guys have an amazing day, and I will see y'all tomorrow morning.